So, y'all ready? We're gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through everything right now, and we're gonna recap everything that is coming up here. We'll adjust the resolution as necessary and all that. Patch 4.3 story mode is going to be called Under the Moonlight. Japanese title is Gekka no Hana. Conclusion for the Doma chapter. Currently entering final fixes, adjustments for the story. She says the story will be a surprising one and coming in late May. And I know what we're gonna have is a trial based on the story. In particular, they said the trial is actually going to have nothing to do with the Byako or the four, the four deities or whatever, the four gods. They're going to be, it's going to be more story oriented. So that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a trial for that in particular. The more story for the four lords, for like Byako and everything, and then we're going to have more Hildy for us. So we're going to have more Hildebrand in particular. All of y'all that love Hildebrand. New Beast Tribe quest, Beast Tribes. Beast Tribes is Namazu. We're gonna have Namazu, and they're gonna be for crafting and gathering, like with Mugos and stuff. So yes, we're gonna be dealing with Namazu, and apparently they're gonna have some sort of Namazu and the aura of the steps relationship going on there. That's what we're gonna have, and more side quests for Domon reconstruction. So I'm gonna go ahead and add here. If you remember in the patch 4.2 storyline, you did some side stuff for that, so we're gonna have towards that. Now, dungeons in particular, they're gonna have a new dungeon called the Swallow's Compass. Let me go also hide the text here. Swallow's Compass is the name of the dungeon, and it's gonna be right here in this place. It's actually located right in Yangsha. The appearance of this place is gonna be really pretty. You can see a little bit of an outdoorsy teaser area that they feature right here. So you can definitely get on that and see what the dungeon is all about. They have a new trial that they didn't talk about. They want to make sure that's kept spoiler free and kept as a secret surprise, but it's going to be more oriented towards the story that I mentioned earlier with patch 4.3. The new raid for a 24-man raid, Return to Ivalice, Ridorana Lighthouse. If you ever play Final Fantasy XII, if you remember the tower that you climb, that's the lighthouse. I'm pretty sure it was only mentioned in Final Fantasy XII. I'm not pretty sure that it wasn't in any other game in particular. But gonna have the lighthouse, and it's gonna have a really cool gears appearance to it. Looks really stellar, absolutely freaking stellar in particular. We're gonna go ahead and go down here a little bit more. They talked a little bit about the changes to the loot system. They went in a little bit more about changes to the loot system. Everything in a 24-man raids now is going to be all greed, no need. In particular, because I understand a lot of people run these alliance raids in order to get all the olds geared up and stuff, right? So you'll be able to have an equal chance of getting a piece that you need on other jobs as well as your own job right now. And that's primarily what they have it for, so that, a healer that doesn't need a gear, it gets constant priority all the time, and they can just, take the gear and turn it in for, seals or something in particular. Now, new deep dungeon, Heaven on High. If you ever seen this here, the Jenga tower in Ruby Sea, that's gonna be our deep dungeon. That's gonna be our new Palace of the Dead. And levels are going to be going from 1 to 100, with the first 30 levels being the basic levels. Then further from there, going to be something a little more challenging with higher design and high-end challenges for parties of 4. And apparently we're going to be doing some sort of a grand summoning there. I'm not 100% sure what it's all about, but they teased about some sort of a grand summoning with the Jenga tower here, right? So that's pretty awesome. I'm glad they're going to be implementing the Jenga tower here in particular. New Eureka concept coming in patch 4.35. Ignore the whole 4.3 thing. It's going to be coming in 4.35. Pagos Expedition for Eureka. It looks very Kurthus-like. As you can see by that icicle formation, it looks absolutely amazing. And in particular, it looks like it's forming a bridge all the way from the ridge all the way to this tower-looking structure. And I wonder if it's going to be one of the sections where we'll be able to go in and fight like not a Fafnir, but a Fenrir type boss, some sort of like an ice wolf or something similar to Fenrir, or maybe a version of Fenrir in there. Since Animus was more wind based, this could be more ice based, and the only main thing in Final Fantasy XIV that you can get with ice element is primarily an ice wolf, kind of like Fenrir, right? Is that the one? I don't know. The ice wolf typically people mention about. I'm pretty sure it's Fenrir, but yeah. That's what we got going on here. Looks rather interesting. Gonna be coming on patch 4.35. New extreme difficulty content to kind of glaze over a little bit more regarding to the ultimate. The new ultimate we're getting is Mr. Bella, the Weapons Refrain Ultimate, as in the ultimate Ultima weapon. That's gonna be the new ultimate for Final Fantasy XIV. There you go. People were expecting Alexander, and they'll probably do it in the future, but they're gonna go into the Ultima weapon for now. Don't worry, they're going to be probably coming up with Alexander stuff pretty soon in the future. Job adjustments. Particular things they're going to be doing adjustments to is Dark Knight, Samurai, and Astro. They haven't talked about the details behind it. They just said they're going to be focusing on them in particular. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to be just completely ignoring the other jobs. They may do some sort of balancing to them. But in particular, they're going to be putting under the scope Dark Knight, Astro, and Samurai. Dark Knight, Astro, and Samurai. Those are the jobs they're going to be putting under the scope. Obviously, balancing can come in from some of them. Some HUD adjustments for PvP in particular. The Feast HUD adjustment in order to see players' buffs and debuffs in particular for party and opponents. Crystal Tower Training Ground is going to be revised a little bit more. And Frontline's daily campaign rotation, which may actually encourage me to get back into PvP and stuff. I talked a little bit about with my peeps over in Discord that they should implement more of a system to encourage people to PvP more, because right now there's now a huge major incentive for it at the moment, unfortunately. Now, new Glamour system updates. Items that were converted into the Glamour toilet cannot be reclaimed. So the Glamour toilet, like the things you flush down and you in order to put on this Glamour, in order to put it as your like sets and stuff, can be reclaimed now in patch 4.3. So if you want something back for it, you can reclaim it. Just wait until patch 4.3. Nothing too major for that. Adventure Squadron's units appearance can be changed via the Glamour dresser as well. So you don't have to go see the Glamour, the squadrons immediately right there. You can just do a change for that through the Glamour dresser, which is excellent, which is a really nice, convenient change here. Now, performance action updates, in particular, done some major changes towards performance. They added 5 new animations for Perform, new note sounds in particular. The sound team apparently worked themselves to the bone to adjust the quality based on the feedback from the players, because apparently a lot of the sounds they used was very badly, poorly modulated and was actually really poorly, sounded really poorly. So they redid the sound effects, and they actually went a little bit too much of an overhaul on the UI and the sound effects in particular. They want an extra mile for it. So hopefully it's going to be good. Housing updates. Guestbook is now added. Means it's like a weird social media network for your housing. Means like players that stop by your house can leave little comments and can even leave a like on your house if they want to. The description here they got going on here. Function where guests can leave comments on the house, house owners can write a welcome message, and players can leave comments on the house owner, as well as even push a like button on your house. So a weird social media like interaction housing wise. Looks really interesting. Young, welcome to stream, man. How's it going, buddy? Welcome. We're going over some of the changes here. Don't worry, this part of the stream is probably going to be clipped into a whole video to put together on its own. Now, new addition to the duty roulettes, raids. Apparently they want to add Alexander raids into it, as well as the Omega raids. So when you queue into a raid, you also get Alexander stuff, and you get the Delta, not the Mega, but Delta Escape and stuff. So something for you to run to get more mendacity and creation out of. New custom deliveries client as well. That's going to be for crafting and gathering. I don't specialize in that, but if anything regarding custom deliveries client is going to be something you do, then you're going to be known about it. They specified it's not going to be NPCs, Mikodi NPCs for that sort of thing. Because apparently that's all you had, well, 2 NPC Mikodis for custom deliveries and stuff. New cross-world link shell implemented. This is going to be rather interesting. Starts off currently right now, a limit of 64 players right now on cross-world link shell, but they'll expand it further. They have no way to test this right now, not with the current environment they have at the moment. So when they're going to be rolling it out, it's going to be very early stages, probably very minimal tabs, but they want to expand a little bit more as the servers are able to handle it a little bit better and do some adjustments and performance stuff in order to make it a little bit more stable. So the first release is probably going to be kind of buggy, but will allow you to have link shells across the cross world, which is going to be really good across the entire data center. So anybody on Primal with be able to be in one link shell with up to 64 players. If you're the only player in the link shell will automatically be closed down because to conserve server space and everything. Once the data from a live game is gauged, they'll have to meet some adjustments to the environment for the cross world link shell. So that'll be expanded a little bit more in the future and stuff. I'm doing a pretty good time at home. Doing pretty good, my man. Just kind of going over some stuff here. Now, they announced the companion app. They announced the companion app for Final Fantasy XIV. This one might get some people a little bit confused or maybe a little bit anticipating. Some of y'all may get excited. Some of y'all may get a little bit confused. Some of y'all may get a little bit upset about it. I don't know just yet. But currently right now, the usage for the app are going to be, you download the app via the App Store or the Google Play. Launch the app and enter your Square Enix information to log in. You designate a character to use the application with. Once you have designated a character, you'll be automatically logged in when subsequently launching the app into that character. Players who use the app will be able to register an additional favorite destination Aetheryte. So by just having a character registered through that, you're able to get a favorite Aetheryte registered as well. So you can have 2 free teleports if anything. That may be valuable for some players. I don't really care too much about it. It's whatever. Ishida said, please use it. So they want people to actually be about it. Apparently Ishida is very aware about the people thinking the plan can be expensive. Here's what they got right now. They have the free version, and they have the premium version for the application. The application monthly cost is going to be $5. They said it's 500 yen, so roughly $5, roughly $5. The only difference between a free plan, all Final Fantasy XIV players are eligible for the service. The premium plan adds the free service plus the extra addition of some bonus stuff for the premium. It's primarily going to be a lot of like inventory management and market board stuff. That's really all it is. There is a messaging system for it and the counter system for that. We can go over here a little bit here. But anyway, let's go and continue with the heave a little bit. I actually like some of the implementation for it. Some, not all. So, it's going to have a chat function with people from UFC and stuff, and people from your friends list. So you can actually message them right then and there instead of getting Discord all the time. Although I still prefer Discord. And a scheduler for events, which they should have had implemented in-game already. A calendar system. Come on, Blizzard. Come on. World of Warcraft has it. Blizzard, put this feature into Final Fantasy XIV. We need a calendar system so I can keep up on how many weddings are happening and stuff. You know? Anyway, so that's going to be one of the functionality for it. Now, it also has inventory management. You'll be able to manage your inventory through the application for both free and premium members. Both free and premium members will be able to organize your inventory and armory chest. Premium members, however, will be able to organize your saddlebags and retain their inventories as well. So that's just a little bit more addition. Some people may actually really want to have that in particular. Retainer to retainer item transfer, which is not in the game, will also be available, I believe, for premium with this application. So if you want to transfer some stuff from retainer to retainer and you're not, in the game right now, you're gonna get that. Isn't that Command Square? No, you blame Blizzard. That's the rule. That's the rule of everything. Blizzard created the biggest giant of MMOs. It should get the blame for anything that happens in the MMO industry. As a joke, obviously. Saddlebags capacity added is very well received as well, but it's going to be all on premium, however. So this is just a convenience thing, honestly. This is honestly a convenience thing. Something you can manage with your inventory and stuff when you're away from the game. Understandable. Now, Saddlebags capacity is doubled for premium members. That's the one thing that's going to be kind of sketchy with people. Additional retainer can be hired up to having 10 max retainers. With the premium. If you have the premium, instead of having up to 9 maximum retainers, this will give you the access to get a 10th. You don't get a free one. You get the expansion on how many retainers you can have, up to the 10th if you have the premium. That's gonna get people very questionable about it as well, in particular. Because if it's like, hey, pay us more money to have another retainer kind of thing, you know? As somebody who only has 2 retainers, I don't bother with extra retainers. Let me go see if we can change the music as well. Good lord, this music, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about the music. I'm just gonna let it happen here. Deli, welcome to my man. Hey, Maruran, how you doing? How you doing? Now, both free and premium members will be able to peruse the market board and be able to put up items for sale and purchase items with this application. Continuing further on a little bit more, gonna get login bonuses. Login bonuses are players will receive a coupon nut, a currency called coupon nut, every day. And a Moogle, when given a currency of a coupon nut, will be able to purchase items in the market for them, and apparently also to put up stuff up for market. So one coupon nut equals one action that a Moogle can do. Either purchase things for you using your own gil, not free gil, using your own gil. This coupon nut gives you an action, free action. And I think also it's going to allow you to put up on market. They haven't really went into extreme detail. Obviously they're going to have updated translations about it, everything and all that, but don't worry. However, players who select the premium plan will receive an additional coupon nut every day. Be able to hold a greater number of coupon nuts in total. So apparently there's going to be a limit on them, I guess. So yeah, pay to nut is going to be a thing. Hashtag pay to nut for the application. Pay to coupon nut. Now another thing is a little bit questionable. Yeah, apparently you're going to be able to purchase Moogle coins which work like coupon nuts. But Moogle coins can apparently be purchased from the online store. With real money. Instead of getting them all for free, you can purchase Moogle coins to act as coupon nuts for you. That's gonna be a little bit questionable as well. Granted, this is a monthly service and stuff. While players can enlist the assistance of Muggles with coupon nuts, players can also give them Moogle coins to request the servers more frequently. That's the whole point about it. On release, Moogle coins can be exchanged for the following: putting items up for sale, revisiting market listing, and purchasing items. I want to make a correction about what I said about Moogle, coupon nuts. Coupon nuts will only let you purchase from market board. Moogle coins will let you put up stuff on a market board. Up for sale. And revisiting market listing. As well as purchase items. So, coupon nut will only let you purchase. Moogle coin will let you purchase and put stuff up. Apparently. Huh. Okay. Sorry, this app. It was a lot of information at first to absorb, but I'm glad I'm rereading all through this and everything. Additional servers for use with coins will be added in the future based on user feedback. So depending on how players like it, maybe there'll be a little more feature we can be able to have with Moogle coins. So, ideally, every single time you log on to the app, every single day, every 24 hours I'm guessing, you're gonna get a coupon nut. Coupon nut will let you have one action of sending a Moogle, digital Moogle, to go purchase something for your own market board. With your own guild. It's not gonna be free guild, it's gonna be your own guild. If you're a premium member, you're gonna get more coupon nuts and get to have more capacity for coupon nuts. If you're somebody like a crafter that wants to get good deals on crafting equipment, maybe this is something for you at this point. Or if you really want some cosmetic stuff that you want to be able to purchase. So much monies, exactly. And if you want to be able to sell things on market board, as well as to have more accessibility to buy things from market board, as well as possibly new features, expansion on what Moogles can do for the Moogle coin, you purchase Moogle coins with IRL money. Coupon nuts are free. You get more coupon nuts if you're premium, but you can be able to purchase Moogle coins for extra actions, or repeat all this same purchase action. But only with Moogle coins you should be able to put things up on sale and change the price and stuff, in case market shifts. So yeah, so that's a thing. I will personally only get the free version of the app just for the chat function, and even if that doesn't work well, I may not even utilize the app in particular. That's how it looks right here. And it is functional. They were trying to update it, and apparently App Store was like, hey, you can't use it because the App Store is like, it's not even on the App Store. What's going on here? But anyway, you're able to see your friends list, you're able to see all the events and stuff. You can chat with people, actually directly from friends list, and I guess in different groups and stuff. Maybe even do like FC chat. I don't know how it's gonna work. They haven't talked to exactly direct about it, but you can post messages and stuff and chat with people. You also get the ability to create events, and you should go to calendar system and create an event and set up an event and invite people to the event as well, so it gets notified on them if they accept the event on their calendar as well about the event. So if you want to plan a wedding, plan a raid, plan a fun event, plan a social gathering on your server, you could do that. Why is this not in game, Square? Why is this not in game? Why isn't a counter function in game? Why do I have to get the application? Why? I mean, it's great, it's convenient, but like, why? Why could you put this in game? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not too salty, I would like to have convenience of being able to put this up in game and stuff. So yeah, and they're just showing off how, what's it like to manage through the inventory and stuff. And like I said, this will also let you purchase through the market board and everything. The market board feature will look like this. You just kind of go search the items, so it's just easy market board. That's all it is, easy market board. Now, there is a music video presentation for the Rise and Promise. That looked really epic. I didn't show it on stream because I'm avoiding copyright and stuff, but it looked really epic. They're doing the Promise concerts. One already sold out in Diverse City, Tokyo. Let's go ahead and go through here. They talked a little bit about changing their positions a little bit and started talking about Q&As and stuff. Stuff like what kind of job does global community producer does and stuff. It's been a lot of like monotonous stuff. One particular thing that was kind of interesting is like bots in PvP. They said that players just got to keep reporting the bots in PvP in order for them to find the patterns for bots in PvP and be more effective. DDoS in European servers have happened, and sometimes it's going to be an issue because they have to work with ISPs, and sometimes ISPs are difficult to work with at times. I know Blizzard and Time Warner Cable usually never had a proper time working together. Then it started talking about the penalties for the game. About penalties about like, suspensions, bans, and stuff like that. It was very monotonous. If you ever heard about anything regarding the bans and stuff and how they work, it's just a visual guide. I'm guessing it was for some sort of PR event. That's probably why it was probably just posted for just PR in particular, just to be like, hey, if players do something bad, they get reprimanded. and how it works and stuff. That's about it. It wasn't that interesting. Now let's start to show a little bit about the contest winners for the gear. And I don't know why Square decides to do that. It decides to print it out on paper and have it in front of a camera, right? They even got a camcorder at a certain point in order to have a nice zoom in on the picture. I don't know why they couldn't just put the image like digitally onto like the whatever streaming servers they're using, just like transpose it in as like a gallery or something. But this is some of the gears for the winners for the gear. There's gonna be like dungeon gear, probably raid gear. We got this. They got this. Looks pretty cool. I like the whole like goat skull mask kind of looking thing. They got this. Looks rather fancy. Maybe it's PvP. Maybe it's going to be for PvP in particular. Who knows? Let's go ahead and go down here. They have this outfit, which looks like maybe like a ninja set, maybe. And one set here in particular that looks cute as fuck. It looks absolutely freaking adorable. I love it. Looks really, really cute. Now, I don't know what they're going to do for it. They haven't specified if it's going to be a mock station item. It's going to be Glamour only, however. My guess is it's going to be a summer event gear. It's going to be set up for summer event, because, you know, summer event should be coming up, you know, this year and everything. Worst case scenario, it's going to be up on mock station. Best case scenario, we're going to get it for free. Or crafted. They haven't specified in particular. They talked about the Fade IRL events where people can like gather together and stuff. Talked a little bit more about that. Yours and Symphony, about the, you know, the dates and stuff. Have people listen to the original music and stuff. Talked a little bit about basically players can have strong sentimentals in what they want for the job because the job loved them main. Give the making them partial about it. Pretty much said like, look, we know some people can be really passionate about the jobs and stuff. And gonna be working on that. Just trying to make sure that we get it flushed out as best as we can. That's what we're gonna do. They talked a little bit more about the Symphony, a little bit more about the dates for that. Taking time to translate, they just translate stuff. They didn't mention anything about E3, talked about the dates over here and the ticket prices and stuff. Primus album, the Primos, and like the pricing for the Primos album. Final Fantasy XIV Crafting Gather official guide. So an actual guide they're going to be presenting. It's going to be I guess only in Japan in particular, but I think you can get a translated version. They showed off some of the pages and stuff. They have some sort of promotional event coming in here with 7-Eleven in Japan, exclusive with Monster Energy and stuff to get in-game items. Talked about recruitment for, you know, for their for Final Fantasy XIV in particular in the business. So there's a right in Universal Studios in Japan. Gonna have for Hollywood Dreamland, gonna be implementing with songs from Final Fantasy XIV. Songs provided to USJ is under the way. And that's about it. They just ended it. So that's it. That's it. We covered everything. Release date for the patch. They said it was gonna be May. They said the patch is gonna be May. Patch is gonna be in May. Patch 4.3 is gonna be in May. I think that's in mid-May or late May or early May, something like that. Something like that. They'll have a lot more detail regarding that when they release the trailer and everything. But they should be coming up with a trailer for it. At the next live letter, they should probably have a trailer for it.